I made that shot. That was like one of the only shots I made my whole career. Yeah, they missed it.
You obviously missed it. It was an air ball, so they just called it a pass.
Oh, I sunk that.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's matchup. Warriors of Indian River and your Carthage Carthage! At all school sporting events, sportsmanship is highly encouraged. Please refrain from taunting, yelling at, or using inappropriate language towards any referees, players, coaches, and other school officials. Be loud, be proud, and be positive. In the case of an emergency, please evacuate the building in a safe and timely manner. And now for the lineups. Starting with the visiting Warriors of Indian River. Senior, number 2, Nathan Rush. Junior, number 3, Tim Hardy. Junior, number 5, Elijah Polk. Senior, 21, Owen Franz. And freshman, number 24, R.J. Miller. And your Rivers coached by assistant coach Austin Kenny and head coach Tim Callahan. And now for your Junior, number 22, Grant Dickoff. Junior, number 20, Khalil Kalanga. Junior, 33, Aiden Hicks. Junior, number 12, Micaiah Johnson. And senior, number 4, Trent Walker. The College Golf Trophy is on Roman and Angelo head coach Jeff Benacatro.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Frontier League High School Basketball here on NBCWatertown.com. I am your play-by-play man, Tyler Clemens, and we will yield to the national anthem and bring you the Indian River Warriors of the Carthage Comets here, and just coming up in a bit. And we are back here on NBCWatertown.com. Like I just said, we are featuring the Indian River Warriors and the Carthage Comets tonight here at the beautiful Carthage Comets facility. It's a packed house, and it's going to be a very lively and loud contest as well. This is one of the most bitter rivalries here in the North Country in all of Frontier League. You can even call it one of the bigger rivalries in all of Section 3. Most years, this matchup is pretty much as even as it can be. The battle over Fort Drum. Both schools here getting a huge portion of their population here from the Army base that's less than 5 miles away, or 5 minutes away from here. As Carthage opens up, getting their hand on the ball for the tip, and they finally do corral. That's Grant Dickup who takes possession for the Comets. Last time we were here, last time we did a Carthage game, Grant came off of the bench. He played some very valuable minutes for the Comets in a loss to Lowville. Looking to avenge that loss here and get a big rivalry win. Walker starts things off with a three-pointer, just a little bit shy, and it's going to be rebounded. Actually, it's 3 Indian River Warriors fighting amongst themselves for it, and finally the rebound is corralled by Tim Hardy III. Carthage started things out in a 2-3 zone, a very active zone at that, and Walker gets the first steal of the game, and he's going to throw it down. To start things off, he gets the crowd into it. A big dunk from the senior guard, Trenton Walker, and that's exactly how the Carthage Comets wanted to start things off here. Another turnover forced by the Comets as Dickup gets on the floor, and he's going to get the outlet from Hicks, and he's going to start the offense here. You got to love being able to start things off with a big momentum play like Walker just did and see if he can do it again. He cannot. It's a finish that's off the left side of the rim and rebounded by the Indian River Warriors. Jump stop in the lane. A good finish that rolls just off the rim and it gets punched all the way out to half court. An unlucky bounce for the Comets. And now we'll see if Indian River can capitalize. They cannot. Ball is bouncing around and finally rebounded by Hicks, who the outletted to Walker. And he's going to slow things down here. A little chaotic 30 seconds of possession for the Warriors. Walker now in the handoff. An offense that's played around the perimeter here until a nice drive in the lane by Johnson, and that gets tossed out of bounds. A couple turnovers here, maybe a couple nerves to still be worked out from both sides. This is going to be a very intense game right down to the bitter end. Carthage got the better of Indian River in the first matchup, and Indian River is not as their record doesn't show how good this team is. It's a very athletic team, but only one win to show for it so far, as that foul will be on the floor. That foul should be on Nathan Rush. That'll be his first personal and the team's first foul. A couple dribble handoffs here. This is going to be the offense that Carthage is going to use primarily throughout the night, and why not? They have very strong guards who can handle the ball and get into the lane, and you have a good finisher with Hicks down low ready to put one away if there's a rebound or if you could dump it off to him. That shot goes a little bit off to the right side of the rim. Indian River will take possession and try to get their first points of the night. Now Dickup in transition. Gets it out to Walker. Walker thought about the three, a smart play to get it over to Johnson. Now another three that's wide open. That is good from deep. Khalil Tavega with his first bucket of the game. He leads all scorers with 3 in a 5-0 ball game. And now Indian River has gone, at this point, 3 minutes without any scores, not even just a bucket. 10-second violation. And that's another turnover for the Warriors. Starting to become a problem here for the team in blue, not being able to convert on their possessions and turning the ball over at that. Dickup tries to turn the corner on the pick and roll. He can't get the handle. Johnson's going to take a shot. He might have been fouled on that shot as well. But still a good bucket for Johnson in the mid-range jumper, and that will bring out a 7-0 lead here for the Carthage Comets to start things off. A very strong start for the team in white. And we have a couple sponsors to talk about tonight after this big start here for the Carthage Comets in a 7-0 lead. Farney's Home Building Center is out there at 126 here in Carthage. as you're heading out towards Lewis County, make sure you stop at Farney's. If you have a dream for your home building project, you want to re-renovate that kitchen, you want to get a new style in that bathroom, you don't know where to start, you can start directly at Farney's. They will build it for you. They will direct you in every asset of the build. So go over to Farney's to get that new bathroom, kitchen, whatever you're looking for. Also, American Credit Union is a proud sponsor tonight as Indian River puts up a shot from the three-point arc and that misses. Still, they can't buy a bucket. And Johnson turns the ball over. Another three-pointer, that's off. And now there's a foul on Rush. Like I said, American Credit Union is a proud sponsor tonight for tonight's live stream. Walker pulls from deep. That's going to be a little short. Good effort by the Carthage Comets to get possession again. Walker's going to find the ball once again. He's going to get all the way to the lane, and he's going to be fouled on that shot. Good call. A lot of locations across the North Country here for American Credit Union. All your banking needs can be made possible there. American Credit Union, give them a call. Walker gets his third point of the game. He had that big dunk to start things off, and now he's made a free throw 1-for-1 from the line. And other free throw is good as well. So 4 points right now for Walker. Has already matched his total from the last game that we did here when they played Lowville. He had a hard time getting anything started, mainly because of the defense from Lowville was just in his face all game long. Indian River has not taken that same approach so far, and Walker's played pretty well to start things off. We also have one more sponsor to talk about. Kinney Drugs is another sponsor. They are your one-stop shop for anything. You can pretty much go there for anything. You can go get your flu shot. You can go get all your medications. You can get all the seasonal candy, seasonal anything really at Kinney Drugs. Go and check them out. They have locations all over across the North Country. Three-pointer is up, and it is good in the corner. Tavega starting things off to be a sharp shooter. And that's a 12-0 lead for the Carthage Comets to start things off in this game. Good defense from the Comets. Now trying to go the other way is Walker. Walker's going to go hard to the lane, and he is going to finish. 6 points for Walker as Indian River is now forced to take their second timeout of the first quarter. 14-0 is the score. And I think we all kind of saw the dominance of Carthage in their last game when they played Indian River. They thought that maybe this would be I wouldn't say an easy win, but they're the obvious favorites in tonight's matchup. But I don't think anyone would have predicted 14-0 through the first 5 minutes of play. I think a large portion of that can be chalked up to the fact that Carthage has one of the best home fields or home court situations across Section 3. These fans come out and really support the Carthage Comets. They get loud, they get after, they get in the heads of the opposing team. And all it takes is a little spark to start things off for the Comets, and then watch out, they're off and running. They got that tonight. A big dunk by Walker. And all of a sudden, the Comets were feeling it right after that. So we approached 5 minutes gone in the first quarter. 14-0 is the score as Indian River's looking for just their first points of the game. They have to cross half court. They finally do. And now they're going to set up a half court offense as Carthage backs into a 2-3 zone. Under the 3-minute mark, they finally get into the teeth of the defense. And they kick it back out. A three-pointer is up and off, an air ball. And now the Comets go in transition. Walker looks to finish. He does a nice Euro step. And he has 8 in the ball game, really feeling it now. Earlier in this season, Walker had 40 points in a game. Last game he only had like 3 or 4. So it looks like we're looking at a performance that's going to fall somewhere in between those two. One massive performance and one that left a little bit more to be desired. And Indian River now trying to find their first bucket, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. That foul will be on Grant Dickup. That's going to be his first personal. It's also going to be the team's first foul. Good anticipation by DeVega. He almost had that. As Indian River tries to move the ball around. Now he does poke that one away, and he's off and running. Gets it to Walker. Walker thought about the dunk. Instead, he's going to finish. And that's going to be an and one opportunity for the Comets, who are absolutely rolling here in the first quarter of play. 18-0 the score, as Walker is doing a lot of damage here for the Comets. This is the Walker that we thought we were going to see in Lowville, and I think it was a good test here for the senior, because the Comets are going to need him to play his best brand of basketball in the later part of this year if the Comets are going to have postseason success. Walker misses the free throw there. 18-0 remains the score as we approach past the 6-minute mark. Good drive to the lane, and it looks like it's going to be a foul. I think this one's going to be called on the floor, though, so this won't yield foul shots as of yet. Foul is going to be on Grant Dickup. That's going to bring out his second, and he's going to have to take a break. There's only 2 team fouls. So foul trouble not an issue whatsoever for the Comets. Good drive to the lane, and a good help defense by Hicks makes the pass go out to the top of the three-point arc. Now driving to the right side, that's going to be a travel by the Warriors. Looks like R.J. Miller. Excuse me, that was Owen France with the walk. That turnover there was pretty much all a part of great defense from Hicks. He had 2 great help side rotations. That one caused a kick out, and that second one caused a turnover. So good job by Hicks to play strong defense. He's going to be an unsung hero, I think, for the Comets all year long. Grabbing rebounds, getting putbacks as Tavega gets his 3rd bucket of the game. He's on fire, 9 points. And Indian River is now threatening to not score a point in the first quarter. Jump ball. I believe that's going to, let's see here. It's going to stay possession of Indian River, I believe. (21-0) with the first minute winding down. Indian River looking for any spark to take into the second quarter as they move the ball around the three-point arc. Now get into the teeth of the defense. And a trip, it's going to be called on Johnson. That's just a hustle foul. That's a big deal there, especially with it being his first. He was in foul trouble at the very end of last game against Lowville. But he's staying out of foul trouble so far here. Tavega now in transition after the steal. He's going to go all the way to the lane, and that's going to be just a little short on the finish. And we'll see if they call a jump ball, if they call a foul. I believe it should be a jump ball. I missed the call from the officiating crew. I want to make sure there's no extracurricular activities out there on the court. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout taken by the home team. So Coach Callahan for the Indian River Warriors had to burn 2. Coach Venaquacho wants to get a 30-second timeout and draw up a play to get a bucket at the tail end of the first quarter. Really put the exclamation point on a dominant first quarter in the Carthage Comets complex. Once again, we do have sponsors tonight. Farney's Home Building Center. If you have any project that you need help with and you don't even know where to start at Farney's Home Building Center in Carthage. They're an extension of Ace, so you can trust their brands already. And then they also have the expertise to build your dream bathroom, kitchen, living space, whatever it may be. They can build it for you. That's Farney's Home Building Center. Three-pointer is up. It's going to be a little bit long. Wide open shot, though. Good play call there from Coach Venequacho. And now Indian River will try again. They will throw it up, and that's not going to even hit rim. And now Carthage looks to go back the other way. Walker goes up with it, and that's going to be just off the left side of the rim. Indian River now looking for the first points of the game. Tavega draws the charge on Franz. That is a very underrated skill, drawing a charge. And it gives you possession instantly. It puts a foul on the other team. Could be put a foul on a star player. Great play by Tavega. Walker with a step back. Looks like he might got hit on the elbow, and it's not going to be called. Franz throws it up, and it's going to be a little bit short. 21-0 to score in the first quarter of play. When you hear 21-0 and you think Carthage Indian River, you kind of think football. But right now we're playing basketball, and Carthage is rolling. Kitty Drugs is another sponsor for tonight's live stream of this special rivalry. Kitty Drugs has locations all across the North Country, all across the state even. They're very trusted brands. You can go there to get anything that you might find at a convenience store. They have a beautiful pharmacy. You can get anything that's great service at the pharmacies as well. Get your flu shot at Kitty Drugs. Go out and check them out. Go to Google. Find their locations. They are literally everywhere. Speaking of locations that are everywhere, American Credit Union is a partner here for our live stream of tonight's rivalry game. All your banking needs all in one place. American Credit Union. Go and check them out. So the first quarter kind of left a little bit to be desired here for the Warriors as Carthage comes out in an instant press. And Indian River almost turns it over again. See if Indian River can just get a little bit of a spark, get a little bit of momentum, and see what they can see if they get the first bucket here as they have an opportunity below the basket. Good help defense by Walker. Now he goes the other way. He good pass to Venequacho, and that's going to finish. A good finish by Venequacho with the right hand. Started by the catalyst Walker. And now another trap sunk in here for the Comets, almost a steal. Back into a 2-3 zone. And Indian River is now moving the ball. Foul might be called on Tavega. Looks like that is. And that will be Tavega's first personal foul. 4 team fouls here for the Comets. Trap sunk in here for the Comets, and the Indian River's trying to get it. Now they pass it to the other corner, and that's going to force another turnover. Now Indian River's going to come out with their own pressure. They're going to go into a full court press. Looks like it's more of a zone press here. A 1-2-2, and a strong pass that beats the press in one quick movement. Johnson tries to finish. It rolls off the rim. Hicks gets the rebound, kicks it back out to Johnson again. He had an opportunity to get a mid-range jumper in, but elects to pass it back out to Walker. Walker finds Hicks down low. He will finish as it goes off the rim. Strong move by Hicks going to the right hand off a spin move, and it just did not roll in. This is going to be Hicks' first appearance to the free throw line. Hicks gets his first points of the game. He went 2 for 2 from the line. And another travel from Indian River. Warriors are just not having a chance to get into the rhythm and the flow of the game here. I mean, Sure, as we talked about before, Carthage would be the heavy favorites in tonight's matchup, but not 25-0 favorites. Indian River is just out of their element right now and just needs a spark. A nice finish by Johnson there. That would be his 4th point of the game. Big collision right in front of the Carthage bench. And it's going to result in a blocking call. That foul will be brought on to Vega. And it looks like he's going to take a seat with the 2 fouls. Indian River now moving the ball around. They have Hardy. Hardy now tries to set things up again. Good anticipation by Venaquacho. Trying to jump that pass, just didn't get there. Now Indian River working the ball around. It's poked away. There's a fight for it, and it's going to be taken up by Johnson. Johnson will take it to the lane. He finished with the left hand. And now just like that, Johnson has 6 points. Johnson will get another steal. Looks it up, gets it over to Walker. Walker's going to finish with the left hand. Walker leads all scorers with 12. And now a timeout taken by the Warriors. Comets are putting on a show in front of their home court. I think they feel the need that they need to make a statement here. Losing a game last time out to Lowville, a game that they were probably the better team, just didn't get a chance to really get in a rhythm and get some momentum like Lowville did at the very end of the game, and that was the big difference. Lowville was able to take Walker completely out of the element, and tonight Indian River hasn't really even been much of a contest for the senior, who now has 12. Could be pretty close to that 40-point mark that he put up earlier in the year when it's all said and done, unless he falls victim to being taken out of the game due to a high lead or heavy lead. Ball poked away from Indian River, and Walker goes in transition now, and he's going to get the ball poked away as well. It's going to stay in possession of the Comets. Carthage has come out in that jump 2-3 zone a few times now, and it's worked. It just looks like it's a regular lazy 2-3 zone, and instead it's a real quick trap, and then all of a sudden it's chaos. And Carthage has used that to their advantage a couple of times as that ball goes off Johnson's hands. It goes out of bounds, and Indian River will take possession. Now they're in it again. It's absolute chaos as Indian River goes to the bucket. They can't finish again, and that one's going to be blocked out of bounds by Hicks. They got his hand on it there. Hardy will inbound. He gets it to his teammate at the top of the three-point arc. He can't finish. Now Hardy drives, and he puts it up for the first points for Indian River. Hardy with a nice floater, and Indian River's on the board. Let's see if that's the spark they need to maybe mount a little bit of a run here. Walker gets it to Venaquacho, who drives to the middle of the lane. He stops and pops for two, and it'll go off the right side of the rim. Indian River will rebound. Hardy tries to make it 2 for 2, and he does. A nice finish in the middle of the zone. And Carthage will opt to slow things down and get back into a half-court set. Venaquacho off on that too. Walker now goes to the lane. He finishes with a nice reverse layup. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout on the floor. And it's going to be a full timeout. Once again, we do have some sponsors for tonight's live stream. Farney's Home Building Center in Carthage is your one-stop shop for really anything home building supplies and necessities. We also have Kenny's Drugs, who's a live stream sponsor. One of the best pharmacies in the area. Go and check them out. Change them to your primary pharmacy if they aren't already. You won't be sorry. They have high quality service, the best knowledge for any pharmacy in the area. You got to go check them out. It's Kenny Drugs and American Credit Union. Local banking, all your banking needs done in one place. American Credit Union. They have locations all across the North Country. Nice move there for, that was Hardy again, who has his third bucket of the night. He's starting to heat up as he's getting a little bit of a rhythm in the mid-range kind of floater situation that's open in a 2-3 zone quite often. Foul on the shot. Walker will go to the free throw line. Actually, they will. Yes, he will go to the free throw line. It's going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity. It will not be 2 shots. It was called on the floor. I thought he was in the shooting motion, but it looks like they got that foul as he was driving to the lane. Walker with his first free throw. That's good. And his second free throw is good as well. I'm really impressed with this 2-3 zone that Carthage is able to facilitate. It's not your typical relax in a 2-3 zone and protect the paint. They are really stretched out. They are pressing, they're trapping, they're really forcing the issue here on Indian River. As Walker gets away from that pressure from the Warriors, he goes with the left hand, tries to finish with the right, and a good rebound in the lane by Brian Johnson, who kicks it back out. Benaquacho will shoot a mid-range jumper. That's his second of the ball game. He has 4. As that shot is up and off for Indian River, a good putback by Joshua Lade. Walker just has that ball on a string as he gets it down to Johnson for a 2-point bucket. That's his first. Three-point shot is up and off the rim. That was off the hand of Hardy, who's had the hot hand for Indian River. Maybe a bit of a heat check for him. Johnson tries to corral that pass. He can't get it. It's Dickup who shoots, and it is in and out. Kind of robbed on that shot. And it will be Indian River ball. A couple of subs join the ranks here for the Comets. Looks like that's Isaiah Beauchamp, who checks into the ball game. Mid-range jumper up, and it is off. It's Johnson with the rebound, who gets it to Benaquacho, and he has numbers now if he wants to push. Gets it back over to Johnson, who looks for Grant Dickup. He finds him. Dickup over into the corner to Tavega, and he elects not to shoot. There's 20 seconds on the shot clock. 39-10 the score, as the Comets have been the aggressor so far. Tavega steps into it, and he will be just in and out. Again, it's back-to-back shots for the Comets that just did not fall and deserved to. Now Indian River tries to score. They put it up, and it will be a foul on Beauchamp. First free throw is good for the Warriors. And we'll see if they can get the second free throw to fall as well. Second free throw is good. 2 for 2 from the line is R.J. Miller. Three-pointer in the corner for Carthage. That's a little bit short. Indian River will rebound. Kind of a back-and-forth game here. It's been pretty much a track meet early on. The Comets is getting out and running at any opportunity that they've had, and getting some fast break points. But they've also been really successful in the half-court set here, as they're going to opt to drop into a half-court set and run some pick-and-roll handoff offense. Johnson thought about the shot, and he'll get about to Tavega. He'll try to drive into a lane. A lot of contact, but a strong finish nonetheless for Tavega, who has 11. Less than a minute and a half. Indian River looking to mount some sort of run here to kind of limit this deficit. That's going to be a walk, and that was called right away. And a tough first half for Indian River, but it's almost over. Shot is up and in and out again. All of a sudden, the Comets are so close to their jump shots, but they're just rimming in and out. Grant Dickup had one, Tavega had one, now Johnson has one as well. Benaquacho wanted to turn the corner. He opts to get it back to Johnson. Dickup now might have a lane. Instead, he gets it back to the forward Johnson again. That gets poked away. 13 seconds on the shot clock, 16 on the game clock. Well, let's call it 17. Dickup gets the inbound pass. He has 10 now. He finds Benaquacho in the corner, who tries to break down his defender. He can't do it. 5 on the shot clock now. Dickup with a good crossover. Benaquacho shoots and off back iron. Johnson's going to try to get the putback to fall, blocked. And this will be the Comets with a chance to get a buzzer beater before half and really cap off this near perfection first half. Beauchamp tries to shoot. He puts it up, and it is good. They will count it. Isaiah Beauchamp with a good finish, and that is the exclamation point to a dominant first half of play. Carthage 43, Indian River 14. And we'll see what the second half has in store here at the Carthage Comets facility. This is NBCWatertown.com and a live stream of Frontier League basketball. We will break here for the intermission. When we come back, we will bring you the second half here from the Carthage Comets facility. He'll be on the mic this year at some point. And we are back to the Carthage Comets facility for the second half of a dominant performance here from the home squad. 43-14 is the score. We have 16 more minutes to play in this Frontier League rivalry matchup. Leading tonight with all scorers is Trenton Walker. He has 14 and has been really the dominant force here for the Comets. We also have number 20, Tavega, who's chipped in with 11 points with 3 3-pointers as well. Walker wants to shoot, and he's going to pull. It's going to be off to rim, and actually it's not even going to touch rim, going to go out of bounds. Good move by Walker to get open. But shot goes off a little bit to the left. Off the turnover here, Johnson goes to the lane. Good attempt on a reverse finish, and that doesn't fall either. 2 quick attempts here for Comets, but no points to show for it, and a foul on the other side. We'll see who they charge that one to. I think it should be on Hicks, but there's a few Comets from my perspective in on the action. And foul will go on Hicks. Looks like timeout taken for the Comets. I don't think Coach Veniquatro is overly excited with the way they came out of into the second half. Maybe a little bit too lax for his liking, and we're going to get a timeout. Quick 30-second coaching opportunity here for the Comets and back out onto the floor. 30 seconds have transpired in the third quarter of play. No points to show for it. Something tells me we'll get some here, though, as Tim Hardy is going to go to the free throw line. Hardy's really been the only one for the Warriors to show up in the points column on the stat sheet. He now has 9 with that made free throw, and he will now go for 10. And there it is. There's 10 points. Trap here for the Warriors as the Comets get through it with ease. Walker's going to go to the lane. And it's going to be a blocking call and one opportunity for Walker. Strong finish. Correct call underneath the basket. There's a little bit of movement from the defender. And that is going to bring out the third foul on Nathan Rush. Walker converts the and one. He now has 17. As Indian River now gets into their offense, down 30. Jump stop in the middle of the lane, and it's going to be up a little bit too strong, and a good rebound by Hicks as he outlets to Devanga. Crossing the 1 minute transpired off the third quarter. Dickup now hands it off to Walker, who gets it to Devanga. Devanga now looks to break down his defender, opts to get it to Johnson, who drives the lane on the left hand, and a pretty finish at that. 48-16 the score. You always have to watch out for Johnson as he has a strong finish with the left hand. Very smooth as he cuts through the lane. And sometimes it might take you by surprise, just kind of predicting that he's going to finish with his right hand. Instead, he has a great opportunity to finish with his left. Walker now, he's going to finish with the right hand on the left side of the rim, and that's another bucket for the senior, who now has 19. Timeout for the Warriors as Carthage continues to extend their lead, 50-16 at the Comets' home floor. It's always key to defend your home court. That's always been the adage for any athlete. You never want to get beat on your home court. Never want to get beat at all. But if losses do come, as they always do in a season, you definitely don't want them to come at the hands of your rivals on your home court. You got to protect your home floor, and that's what the Comets have done so far. 50-16 is the score, and the Comets faithful now really getting into the ball game. Indian River now inbounds. 6 minutes on the clock for the third quarter of play. Carthage has been in a 2-3 zone pretty much all game, just begging Indian River to shoot a three-pointer. They haven't got a three-pointer all night to fall. That foul will be on the floor. Grant Dickup had the strong rebound. And the foul will be against Joshua Alade. Johnson with a mid-range jumper. That's good. A nice, smooth jumper. He now has 10. And Indian River looks for a quick answer. That three-pointer is up and off the right side of the rim. A good rebound for Hardy in the lane, and he will get the putback. He leads the Indian River scorers with 12. Dickup gets it down to Hicks. Hicks puts it back out to DeVega, who gets it over to Walker. Walker with speed, a good crossover, gets into the lane, a pretty finish with the right hand. And he's going to add to that point total. He now has 21. Pressure 2-3 zone here for the Comets as the ball moves around the perimeter. Shot in the middle, right around the free throw line. That's off. It gets put back out to the Warriors at the three-point arc, and a shot looks like to be blocked. Slowing things down are the Warriors. Polk has the ball for Indian River. He now has it again after a couple of passes. Trying to get into the teeth of the defense. They can't get much ground there, and Hardy's going to put it up, and it's going to fall off the right side of the rim. Bodies fly everywhere, and it's going to go by way of the Comets. They will retain possession after the rebound from Hicks. Walker now getting to the lane, and a nice finish as he had a couple good dribble moves in the middle of the court, and he now has 23. Turnover from the Warriors as the Comets continue to just take hold of this game. You know, a lot of people say that basketball games are a game of runs. One team will get on a long run, and can you answer it? And then vice versa, back and forth. So far, Indian River has not been able to get on a run whatsoever. There was one opportunity where Hardy went on a tear with three quick buckets, but they really have not been able to get on any sort of momentum. Hicks with a putback. Looked like Johnson was going to throw one down there, and he kind of lost the handle on the way up. Foul on the shot. That one's going to go on Hicks again. It's going to put R.J. Miller to the line. Miller misses the free throw as the Carthage Comet fan section now is singing Jingle Bells to entertain the fans. As Miller hits the second free throw. Foul on the floor. That foul was called on Tim Hardy. That's actually his first personal. It's pretty impressive for all the minutes that he's played tonight. Benaquacho wants to shoot. He will. A three-point bucket for the junior guard. And he now has 7 big points tonight. That looks like a walk to me, and it looks like that's what's going to be called. 61-19, the score as Carthage continues to put their foot on the accelerator. They've taken the press off and they've taken a lot of the pressure off their defense. But the offense is just coming easy so far for the home team. Inbound goes into the backcourt, and they're going to start a half-court offense. About 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. Three-point shot up here for the Warriors, and they still can't buy one from downtown. I think they're about 0 for 8 right now from the three-point arc. Ball goes a little bit too high for Johnson on the inbounds, and it's going to be a turnover. Nice bounce pass from Hardy, and an and one on the other side. R.J. Miller with a strong finish, and a little bit of life here for the Warriors. And we'll see if we get another Christmas carol here for the fan section. 40-point advantage here for the Comets as Tavega takes the ball from Benaquacho. And now Dickup retains possession for the Comets. Beauchamp tries with a spin move, a good drop step, and a finish. That's his second bucket of the night. He has 4. Benaquacho tries to jump that pass, and it proves to force a turnover as a travel ensues directly after. As we're pretty close to finishing this third quarter of play. Dickup now has the ball, gets it to DeVega on the left side, and he gets it to Johnson. Johnson back to DeVega as they set up a half-court set. Dickup waits for the pick and roll. He gets it over to the corner. Johnson had an opportunity to shoot, and he didn't pull it. Gets it over to DeVega. A nice spin move, and it's blocked. Gets it to Beauchamp. A lot of contact on the finish there. And instead, it's going to be Indian River ball with a nice spin move in the open court. Hardy gets it over to his teammate on the other side. Gets it back and over into the corner. That's another walk. R.J. Miller is a strong, fast athlete, but here in the game of basketball, his athleticism works a little bit too quickly for his for what he wants to do with the ball. He's kind of turned the ball over 3 or 4 times, and it's been the same problem, but just two quick steps before he gets the ball on the floor. Benaquacho goes a little bit too strong in the three-point attempt. As Hardy gets it to Rush. Rush back to Hardy. That's blocked by Beauchamp. Carthage wants a jump ball, and they're not going to get it. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be the Indian River Warriors ball. Polk now starting the offense. Gets it to Miller. Now Polk takes a shot, and once again, the Warriors cannot buy a three-point bucket. DeVega with the left hand. He has some space. He goes with a spin move. He tries to put it up and in. A good spin move at that, going starting to go right and spinning back to the left. He finishes with a strong right hand. That's 13 for Tavega. As we are just under 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Steal from Dickup. He's got some space. He gets it over to Tavega, and it gets blocked by Polk out of bounds. Tavega would have had a finish, a pretty easy finish at that, but it kind of bobbled it off that pass from Dickup, and that gave Polk enough time to cross the lane and get that help side block. A couple of substitutions for both sides as we're under a minute to play in the third quarter. Zeb Stevens gets his first action tonight, and he touches the ball immediately. He wants to shoot. He will. And it's going to be a travel on Stevens. Jump stop in the middle of the lane. It's going to rob Stevens of his first bucket. Indian River cannot hold for the last shot. They have 20 seconds on the shot clock, now 24 on the game clock. Carthage can now hold for the last shot of the quarter if they so choose. Stevens wants to pull it. He does. It's off the right side of the rim. A good shot. And Indian River looks to transition. Rebound by Johnson. He gets it out to Venequatro, who's ahead of the pack, but he's going to slow things down. Good hesitation move. He puts it up off the rim. Fight for the ball underneath, and it's going to be the end of the third quarter. The shot is going to be no good. It fell. It actually went in, but just a little bit too late. That is a good call. It was late. As soon as he let it go, I knew that was in. I mean, right from the moment it left his hands. I think that was Owen France who let it fly. Right from the moment it left his hands, you knew it was destined to fall. Unfortunately, just a little bit after the buzzer, and that's not going to count. Well, we have a second. Let me tell you about our sponsors for tonight's live stream. Farney's Home Building Center in Carthage. They're an extension of Ace. They have an amazing lumber yard. You just walk in, tell them what you want. They'll give you a slip. You go out to the yard, you pull up your truck, and they will load it for you, and you're on your merry way completing that project. That's Farney's Home Building Center out there in Carthage. Also, American Credit Union. All of your banking desires and wishes all in one place in many locations across the North Country. You have to check them out. Make that switch. American Credit Union is the place to go. And also Kinney Drugs. Get your flu shot over at Kinney Drugs. Switch your primary pharmacy to Kinney Drugs. You're going to need it because they have the pharmacists that have the best knowledge and expertise and customer service experience that you need. That's Kinney Drugs. And let me just remind everyone, I don't think I said it at the top of this game, but every sponsorship for our live streams with NBC Watertown is just that, a sponsorship and a partnership with the TV station and the sponsor in itself. It is no way, shape, or form affiliated with any school that we put on our live streams. It's not affiliated with Section 3. It's not affiliated with Frontier League or any other New York State high school sports entity. Stevens, now fan favorite, gets the ball. He pulls it up, and it's going to be off the back of the rim. A fight for it, and it's going to be Indian River who comes away with a Polk with speed. Stops and gets into the middle of the lane. Could have been a travel on that side, but it's not called. France puts it up, and it goes in and out. Just cannot buy a three-point shot here as the Warriors. Even when it falls, it's just a millisecond after the buzzer, and it doesn't count. Venequatro puts it up, and it's going to be off the rim. Johnson now pulls it, and that's going to be off the rim as well. Fighting for possession. I think it's going to be a foul on Venequatro. Score 65-21. I think the fans are the most active in this game right now than they've been all game long, rooting for their peers to get their first points of the game. as ball is bouncing all over the place in the corner. Grant Dicko comes away with it. With confidence, he goes to the right side. Benaquacho over into the corner. And he gets it back. Gets it to Stevens. Stevens puts it up. That's going to be long. O'Mara fighting for the rebound. He just can't barely come away with it. And it's going to be Indian River ball. Good spin move by Hardy, and he's going to pull it back out and get it to Elijah Polk. Timeout for the Warriors. 65-21 the score. Just a tick over the 6-minute mark. As we get another Christmas carol in the second and the timeout intermission here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, we talked about the home court advantage, and that's definitely a product that you want to have in these key games. An all-time fun as far as I'm concerned. Singing Christmas carols when the other team is shooting free throws or when they call a timeout. Stevens gets a rebound, gets it out to Dickup, who will push the issue up the middle of the court, gets it to Benaquacho. Benaquacho over to Stevens, who gets it into the corner. And another pass back to Stevens. To Dickup. Dickup to O'Mara. O'Mara puts it up and just a little bit too strong. Foul on the shot. This is going to be an and-one opportunity. I believe that is going to put Hardy to the line. He has 14. He's trying to make it 15 on the free throw. And Hardy misses the free throw. Dickup now gets it over to Benaquacho. Benaquacho looked to the corner, but he goes back to Dickup at the top of the key. Back over to Benaquacho. He thought about the shot. A nice step back. He had some space. Instead, they moved the ball around over to Stevens. Stevens back to Benaquacho. And he gets it over into the corner where that was Hoffman. Dickup now with a floater. That's off the right side of the rim, and it's going to be rebounded by Hardy, who's really done it all for the Warriors. Hardy's going to take it to the lane. Good defense in transition, not to foul, and the Comets will take it back the other way with Dickup. Benaquacho's open for a three. He opts to not take it. Stevens, it would be a deep three if he wants to pull it. He will not. Gets it back over to Benaquacho, who takes a shot and off the right side of the rim. Good rebound by Miller, and the Warriors are in transition mode. Stop and pop for two. It's a little bit too strong. The putback is a little short as well, and now they kick it back out for a three-pointer. Instead, they move it to the top of the key. Deep three here for the Warriors. That's off the right side. That was Frimping with his first three-point opportunity. We'll see what the Comets do here with 4 minutes to go in the game. And just a little bit too quick on the dribble move. Stevens with a turnover. You would expect the house to kind of clear out a little bit with a big advantage, big blowout win like the Comets are putting out here tonight. But the fans are staying put and supporting this team. It's something you really love to see. Something you see a lot in high school sports, right? You don't see a lot of exiting the stands too early. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be an and-one opportunity. A nice finish off the foul in the shooting motion. Hardy really doing it all here for the Warriors. He's going to put up a pretty impressive stat line after this game is done. He has 16 out of his team's 25. as that foul is going to be charged to Eric Hoffman, the junior guard. And the free throw is good to make it 17 on the night for Hardy. Stevens with a shot fake. He puts it up off the other side of the backboard, and it will be off the hands of Isaiah Beauchamp. Shot goes up and missed by Polk. It's rebounded by Beauchamp, and Venequatro will get a chance to run point. Stevens puts it up, and it's just a little bit short off the rim. Rebound by the Warriors, and Polk pushes the issue on the right side. 3 minutes to play. A good hesitation move and a step back, but it looks like we're going to get a foul on the floor. That one's going to go on Eric Hoffman. That is his second personal, but it's going to be the 7th team foul for the Comets, and that's going to bring in a 1-and-1 situation for the Warriors. Elijah Polk with the free throw. First one is good. It's going to be a 1-and-1, so he gets to stay at the line. He gets his first point of the game and with that shot as well. Polk puts it up again. That's good for his second. Hoffman trying to find some way to the basket. A good attempt on the finish, and that goes just off the rim. Good move by Hoffman, though, to get all the way to the rim. You got to love a player that's not afraid to take it to the rim and finish when he knows he's going to get some contact. Didn't get the call there. Kind of wish that one would have fell. Hoffman will get another opportunity. He puts it up, and it goes off the other side of the backboard. Beauchamp gets the rebound, puts it back up, and it's going to be another foul. 4 team fouls for Indian River. We'll see who the culprit will be for the Warriors. Looks like that foul will be placed on Emmanuel Frimping, the senior guard forward combo. And Beauchamp hits the free throw. 5 solid points for Beauchamp off the bench, and we'll see if he can make it 6 here. 7 players on the scoring column for the Comets as Beauchamp makes it 6. Gotta love a team effort like that. It's a balanced attack. I mean, you do have some heavy scorers tonight. You have Walker with 23, it's Tavanga with 13. You also had Johnson with another 10, but you know, a lot of spreading the wealth, you could say. Ball's knocked away, and now the layup is missed on the other end. Hoffman with the spin move, and he looks to slow things up here and start at half-court offense. O'Mara now gets the ball from Hoffman. He gets it over to Venequatro. Stevens looks to shoot. Venequatro tries the left side, gets it back to Stevens. Stevens puts it up, and it is good. It's a 2-point bucket. But nonetheless, a big basket for the Comets. And the scoreboard gave him 3, but I know the official, I believe that's Mr. Wiley, said that was a 2-point shot. From my perspective, it definitely looked like his foot was on the line, but we'll see what the official scorebook will say. For now, I'll mark him down for a 3, but could be subject to change. Hoffman takes a handoff from Venequatro, gives it right back. And now Hoffman puts it up, and that one just off the rim. As 1 minute left in this game, a strong performance here for the Comets. 40 points is the advantage, and we'll see if they can retain the 40-point lead. We will be next live after the Christmas holiday. We'll be back next week. It'll be a Wednesday during the day bout. It'll be around 1 o'clock, I believe, is when that game will tip off. It's going to be a huge matchup at JCC. It'll be the Hewelton girls against the Copenhagen girls at JCC. It's a rematch of a playoff bout that went right down to the wire. Copenhagen trying to retain their state championship, not just section, not just league, state championship, and this is going to be a big game to kind of prove their prowess in the state. Couple free throws were good here for Indian Rivers. Beauchamp now gets the ball underneath the basket. He's going to put one up, and it's going to be rebounded by the Warriors. That was Jarrett Jordan on the rebound. Ball inbounded for the Warriors. And Venaquacho gets the steal. He's going to go with the left hand. Nice Euro step as he puts it up, and a strong finish for Michael Venaquacho. He has 9 points in the game off the bench, so strong 9 points. Beauchamp with a block, and Venaquacho might look to add to his totals. As he got caught a little bit too far under the basket. And that's going to be the end of the ball game. 72-31 the score. Carthage with a strong performance here on their home court to beat their rivals. And we'll see if the Comets can continue their success and continue what they've started here. And we'll see if Carthage can continue to maybe take the league, maybe get a strong sectional position. They definitely look like they are in position to do some damage here in the Frontier League and Section 3. So that's all for us here tonight. The final, 72-31 here at the Carthage Comets home court. We'll see you next week when we cover Hewelton and Copenhagen here with NBCWatertown.com.